Hello and welcome. Today we are heading to Mesoamerica to check out Tlatoani. We are the Aztecs today. It's an Aztec city builder being developed by Perspective Games, Bellwood Studios, and Paradox Arc, who are sponsoring today. So this is out as of 1.0 as of April 2nd. That's today. It's been in early access for a little while, but it's now out full release, and we're going to check it out and see just what we could do with here with this one. If you haven't seen the game before, if you remember the old Impressions games, you know, like Caesar, Pharaoh, those old-timey classic city builders, this is definitely inspired by one of those. Just we're Aztecs instead of Egyptians or Romans. And with that, we're going to build ourselves a town. We'll trade with our neighbors. We'll go to war with our neighbors. And hopefully build some pyramids, just the Aztec kind, not the Egyptian kind. Anyway, we can build we can pick up our. There's different ways of playing the game. I should have shown you that probably. We've got campaign mode that's in here, which takes you through different sort of scenarios that run into the through the game. There's also specifically scenarios that you can choose. Also, they go from tutorial and work your way up into not so tutorial. But there's also the random map. You can make your own maps as well if you want. But we're gonna do a random map just because I think I want to. So let's go with we'll go with like a basin. I like to have a nice river running through it, and we'll leave everything as it is. Invasions, we'll put them on like frequent so we make sure we see one of those. Texcoco is the name of my town, and that works for me. Well, I'd like to have some clay. Can I get some? Oh, you know what? Over here. There we go. We'll be these guys, so we have some clay along here with us. And now trade is a big deal. So there's our map. We'll go ahead and get this thing started up, and I'll explain what's happening. For those who haven't seen the game before, I have covered this game before, so you've seen early access. If you watched my channel for a bit, you've seen the early access version of this. Actually, I've played like a pre-release version of this a long time ago, but now we're here at 1.0. The game is complete, and here is my garrison, which is going to hold a few troops to keep us defended, because people will come in and try to take my stuff. We also got ourselves a trading post here, which has a bunch of maize, timber, clay, and stone. And so what we're trying to do is build a town, basically. There is a whole world map here where we will do some trading. Tenochtitlan's right up there. Chalco's over here to the east, and we can get some trade deals with them. We can go to war with them if we want, and spy on them if we want. But we're not there yet. We're in building time. So let's get ourselves some roads and just kind of plan out a little bit of something like that for now. And let's start off with a little bit of wood production, I suppose. Over here in the farming and food industry materials is what we want. So we got a sawyer here. I'm going to pop this guy in just like where the trees are, you know. That probably seems like a decent place. Actually, where do I want to build my town? There's a bunch of things we can look at over here to kind of give us a better idea. So if we want to go and put something down... let's see. We want to go this one and look at fertility. So, yeah, they're much more fertile over here, of course, where the basin is, the river basin there. So this will be building town. Maybe we'll do like tree grabbing over there, town here, farming over here. That seems reasonable. There's lots of stuff we can look at. Industry like deposits and how pretty the place is, how symmetrical the place is, you know, all that. But let's get started with some farming down this way. We'll get everything kind of planned out, and then we'll get to work on getting it set. So we'll do like like 3 farmers for right now. And at those farms, we're going to go ahead and just grab some maize. Maize is a nice starter thing. We can go like this, and it'll kind of fill everybody in. Sort of. Maybe something like... something like that-ish. You can also do this way where it'll automatically populate in a farm for you to kind of fill in the rest of the land. Which, that's fine. It's kind of weird. It's fine. But it's right there in the river. Canals are a big thing. This is an Aztec game, so canals are a big thing. But I got lucky to have a river here, so we don't really need canals so much yet, anyway. So we'll throw a road down here, though, and get it connected up there. And I believe I can get a bridge. I gotta remember how to do it. But there are bridges. Wooden bridge. There we go. Okay, so that's... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and let them go ahead and get to work on that and get some food going here. Everybody in this town has things they're going to want. There's old Ixacatl, that fella there. We also got to keep the gods happy. So Ixacatl, he's a good guy, but he's only as good as the gods think he is. So, like, Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc and Zipatotec. They all have different things. God of the earth transmutes the blood of the slain into wealth and rich harvests. Now, that's an Aztec god if I ever heard one. Let's go in here and get a sawyer, which I was going to do before, and set that on up like... We'll put them further over. So we got sawmill there, and then we'll put like 2 sawmills in just to make sure we get that production going. And let's get a road connecting these guys up, which isn't super important, but it's important enough to get that there. We can also go in and just like mark stuff down, like, you know, get rid of these trees. Not the roads, just the trees, like right in there. Well, not that. There we go. Clean those trees out. Give us a little bit of timber. All resources are up here. There's a bunch more than this. There's actually a lot more than this. They are all listed here in this area. So there's a bunch of stuff. And, you know, there's a whole production chain thing. So we can grow like... where's a good example? Like clay turns into pottery. And it's somewhere in here. It's not in alphabetical order. There it is. Sorry, but there it is. And you can, you know, and keep people happy. And once they're happy, then their houses will get bigger, which we haven't built yet. So we'll throw in a couple of those to get some houses started up like right there. Probably get a road back there too. And the good people of Xochimilco are going to come moving in here. And they're going to want things like security, health, education, diversion, and religion. We'll take care of all that stuff eventually. We've got, so the trading post is where we can go do imports. Again, trade is a big deal here. And so knowing how to like bring money in and or bring goods in and get money coming in as well, that's half the game. So we got to make sure we deal with that. Otherwise we're going to be broke. We are going to be losing money for a while now, but we'll do our best to not be broke. I do have a family. That is me. Mata Kuzoma is me. And I do have a wife. I've got a child. I've got another child. I've got another child. And I've got another child. Lots of kids. For me, there's my stats that I've got. And this is going to come in. So, like, if we want to say, with the, anything built yet? Well, when things get built, I can, like, send me in to go and, like, make it work better. Can I do it here? I think I do it... Royal oversight. So I can like send myself over somewhere to go like make sure that building gets done, make sure it's working better, to go kind of stand around and keep the peace or whatever. We got rally troops. We can whenever things attack us, which will probably happen. We got 260 people in town, and hey, look, turkeys. We got turkeys as well, hanging out. In fact, turkeys are something we can eat. We can grow turkey hutches. You know what? Yeah, those turkeys are making me hungry. Let's get some turkey. Then we need the maize to get the turkey hutches done, but that's fine. Let's beat the game here. Ooh, that's super fast. Let's not go that fast. We go to times 9 if we want. We want to go too fast. There's a few things we need to get done here before we get anything moving too long. We need sweepers. These guys are going to go in and just basically sweep the streets, keep the poo off the streets. I guess that's a problem we have here in Aztec land. We got sentry posts to keep the place safe. We got a well dipper to keep the place from burning down from fires. I'll tell you about it in a second. We got our saunas. We got herbalists. We'll keep people happy. Saunas keep people happy as well. So herbalists for healthy. Citizens like a variety in diet. So right now we're just eating maize. And so we're going to want to get things like fruit trees and stuff set up here pretty soon. But we got to get them built first before, you know, anything really happens there. So those get working in a second. And I don't have a road right there, do I? Let me get a road right there. We do have more roads that we can get eventually. These are just dirt roads. And look at that guy. Look at that guy with his cool hat. That's a cool hat. Well, a lot of us have cool hats. City mood is what decides whether people are going to move into the town or not, and they are content. Well, the gods are content. My people are somewhat content. They need better houses. The physical health is no good, but we can deal with all that. There's a bunch of stuff we can make, even military things. We can go in, we can get like a war canoe wharf. If we want to say we wanted to go do like a little bit of, I don't know, mess with old Chalco over here, we can do that if we feel the need to do that. One thing we probably should look at is trying to figure out who are we going to be buddies with. So we can get like maize from Stonksland if we need to. But if we want to like say maybe become friends with somebody, and so we can do a little bit of trade, and obviously trade's a big deal. So we've got like they will bring in fish. Oh hey, you know what? You know who lives next to a big lake? This guy. Fishing wharf. Okay. I think that sounds like money. 1, to 3. This might be a little too many, but I'm trying to emphasize it's important to have money. And so I'm going to do my best to not run out of money. Something like that. And then we'll go over there, and then we'll kind of connect up. Oh, like that. There. And so people will come in. Eventually, we're going to have too many workers for a while. We've got, what, 24 adults. 20 jobs are available. Yeah. But people are moving in. A few masons. Oh, yeah, masons. This is a very important thing. We got to get ourselves a mason yard. This is basically our builders. And so, yeah, they're pretty important. We should get them put in wherever we can get them. And also, I haven't mentioned this yet, but we go in here and we can say, let's grab a granary. So the granary's got these, like, green or yellow dots on the road. And so that's essentially its range. And we want to make sure that we can get everyone to the granary, you know. And then the granary's going to take things to the people's houses. So, and there's this whole kind of chain of production. Oh, thanks gods. Whole chain of production here where, like, the porter yard will go grab stuff and it'll bring it to the granary and we'll set what is coming in, inputs and outputs, and what it accepts. All this stuff is going to be in here. There's how much room is in here for the granary, which is going to go into a balance of grabbing and distributing. I don't know if these roads, if I need to have roads connected to these, actually. I think I might. And just in case I do, let me do that. I don't know for sure that I need to. I think I probably do. It's not going to hurt anything, so let's make sure we got roads connected to all of our farms. That way they can bring them in. And it probably would be a bad idea to have like a porter set up right here just to grab all of the maize and then haul it over here to this guy. Turkeys also are going to come in, so we need to get meat, I assume, is what turkeys make. Turkeys, you make meat. Yep, you turn it into meat. Meat it is. So we'll take some meat as well. Troy, you got no people? Staff are resting in a minute. Yeah. So you take some raw fish and you can turn them into fish. And then we shall sell them as soon as we can. Nowhere to deliver the fish. Right. Yeah, you know what? I was just talking about that. Thanks for emphasizing that for me, game. There's all the temples we can make. We can make cool shrines and temples. There's lots of stuff in there. We want to get there's a taxman there. There's a school. There's a library. There's gardens to keep people happy. They're going to want pretty places. Mosaics keep people happy. In fact, we can get a mosaic and just like slap it down on the ground here. They get all excited about mosaics. There's ball courts because, you know, we're Aztecs. I know that as a Mayan thing. I guess the Aztecs did it too. These cool. Look at that. It's like that's basically the sport that at least the Mayans played. And I'm assuming the Aztecs as well, since it's here. We want to get... well, Dipper is there. We do need an herbalist, but we need herbs first. Dentist. What was I going to do? A porter yard. Well, I can just say, hey. You got room for this? I'm going to take less... I don't know. Less of you, I guess, and we'll put in one fish. We will export that fish. But I'm also going to set up the granary to hold fish. And you're going to bring in a lot of fish. I'll let you balance the fish. Do what you need to do with it. So you can kind of like whether you... It tells you there. Accepts make deliveries to other storage venues. Getting is sort of the end thing, and balance will give and get at the same time. But we'll make sure we grab a bunch of fish in here because that is going to be our way of making some cash. And these guys want some fish? I got some fish for you. Send some of our folks, that fella. The term is free trade, please. They say, hey, they don't like that idea. Well, what if I already give you like a little cash? Chances of success. Terms are offered are generous. I don't want to give you $1,000. I'll give you $500. You better accept it. Otherwise, we're going to a flower war. Flower war, by the way, is like an honorable battle. So we may have a lot more captives instead of casualties. Okay, back to work. We're short on workers. Yeah, we certainly are. They feel uplifted and think highly of your ability to govern. Long may you reign. Well, you know what? All right, thanks. Thanks. They're in a good mood. Well, I'm in a good mood now. There you go. Have some of that. I will give you a road, which is going to go like that to complete that section there. And... you have a place to put your dang fish now. Get fishing. There they go. Okay. Let's see if we can get some fish a-rolling in here. So let's get... See, wood is happening. We got timber. That's fine. Clay, there is going to be some clay around that we can grab. We got plenty of maize, hopefully, with this stuff getting not built. It'll get built eventually. Are you in range? Yeah, we'll get there. Envoys have been dispatched to go negotiate with Quanahuac. Man, there's some names in this game. That's for sure. We're going to pick which god. We want to get a shrine to all the gods, but it's kind of important to pick which ones I suppose we want. So, like, Huitzilopochtli here is the patron of the god of war for the Mexica people. Unsuccessful. Oh, man. Zipatotec is the transmute the blood of the slain into wealth and riches. So he might be good when we get attacked. Tlaloc is growth of all vegetation. Wards off flooding and sickness. That is probably the one I want. We have Quetzalcoatl here is the enlightenment guy. Priesthood, nobles. There is nobles we'll get eventually. Mictlantecuhtli is the goddess of the dead. I may not be saying these correctly. I know I'm saying Quetzalcoatl. I know that one. Zipatotec, I think I know that one. But Tlaloc, I know a few of these. I don't know all of them. The god of darkness and discord. Tezcatlipoca. Enlivens your festivals and smiles on rebels and spies. Well, let's just go ahead and get Zipa here, old Zipatotec, and we'll set it right in there. So there's this sort of symmetry thing, which basically means it wants to be by a certain area. It wants to be in a certain area. And so it wants to be by houses. And the closer to houses it is, you can kind of see where it's got this sort of, where it works, you know. And so maybe it doesn't want, it might want, like, it probably wants to go there. And then what we'll do is we'll put in some, like, gardens next to it, and then I'll make it real happy. We got these gardens here. I also need to get a market going. I may or may not have forgotten about a market. Which is going to go in right here, but we got to do a little bit of road managing. So I'm going to get rid of this road here. I'm going to turn that area there into marketplace. So where people can get goods to and from their homes. So we are bleeding money at the moment. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to bleed money. Every time I play this game, I'm always bleeding money, substantially bleeding money. I'm going to send Yo Yautzen this time. And free trade, buddy. And I will give you... I can also, like, send troops. I can send you, like, some troops, but I'm not going to do that. I will send you $1,000 this time. I don't like it. I don't have $1,000. I'm sending $500 again. Did he give me my $500 back last time? Like, if he says no, I get my money back, right? I sure hope so. Anyway, here comes people coming in, and they're bringing in some of their own supplies and a little bit of cash. But they're dumping it into my place here. If we want to get more cash, like later on, we can get some cash by dealing with getting the cash, the cash man. But we don't really have big enough houses for that just yet. We'll put down a gardener here, which is going to go put in some gardens. Like that. Bring in some herbs every year, which then our herbalist can go get some work done with that. Are we not going to build this stuff over here? What's the deal with all this not working going on? Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that done. The problem is they're just working on all this other stuff that I'm telling them to build. They're doing all this stuff first. Okay, envoys dispatched again. Do we have any fish hanging around? Oh, I'll show you this also. I'll look at my fish here first, though, and I'll show you that. So we've got a good balance of maize, a good balance of fish, and looks like everything is looking all right. We're actually looking okay on everything. Artwork is there. We got plenty of dirt, which is always necessary for our society. So I went in the festivals. Every month or whatever, there's a different festival that we can do, and there's a bunch of these that we can do throughout the year. And by doing this, we need to have things like we do a small one. We need to have this polk stuff, which is a milky beverage that I know there's something weird about this milky beverage that they would drink, but I don't remember what it was. But it's the thing we can make and drink, and it may or may not. We can actually set it as an annual thing to make for the gods, ceremonies for the gods, because we don't want the gods being angry, because then they start throwing things at us. Few markets relative to our population. Yeah, I'm working on it. They have successfully negotiated. Hooray! Okay, so that is good for us. Like that is step number one, is get get a trading partner in this game. Seems to be. There's all over industry. Things like clay pits are being important later on. We can get, if we say get like a cloth farm, we can get a cloth weaver to weave it into, or no, not that one. Cotton weaver to turn it into fabric and stuff, which we'll probably need to do. I want to get a market. I probably don't need the big market. I'll do a big one though, because it's right there in the middle of town. Big market right there, which is important. I should have built that before. We can always click on houses and see what they need. So they got security, they got health, they don't have any education, diversion, or religion just yet. The temple is still being built. And they have return. So now we should be having... We are exporting the fish, so it should be good at making us some cash. I may need to do a little bit more than that, just to make sure, because we are broke. Something like that, and then we'll bring in a bit more fish. Just hang on a whole bunch of fish on here and just get rid of as much fish as we can. Fish, we're trying not to eat fish, we're trying to sell fish if we can get our farms done. That's a big if. Farms may or may not be done. We can do maize, which we did there. There's fruit trees also. There's cotton we can do, making stuff. Ajote is wood, and then this chinampa, I forget what that one is. Allow land to be reclaimed from swamps or shallow land. Oh, okay, so we can make like a Tenochtitlan was like crazy engineered with like on an island basically, or made it's like kind of like a I think they made it into like a what am I trying to say? Like they made the island basically of Tenochtitlan that was sitting on it in this swamp. I guess that's kind of where that comes from. For the lack of diet, because all they're eating is fish and corn. I'm not sure how to tell them to do this faster. I've got the timber. We should have a little bit of trade happening now. Income, well, we got a little bit. Exports $300. There we go, $300. Now we're down 7,000, but we're getting there. And our temple is complete. There we go. We can go ahead and tell. You know what? I'm gonna have one of my royal oversight. Should we do it on the temple? Let's do it on. If I were to put it on this farm right here, I'm going to send in whoever's good at farming. Well, I am. I feel like I'll send my kid. If I send you over there to stand there and like stare at them, maybe they'll build it. Is that what you're going to do? Yeah, that's what it is. You just needed somebody to come over here and like stare at you real long and hard before you build that thing. So we also need to get some education and some diversion. Diversion is going to be something like a little alcove here, which is going to be a space for drummers and flutists to perform. Everyone loves a good flutist. So put one of those right there. And then we also need to get a school, which is going to be right here. Tipakali. I assume that's how you say it. I don't actually know. So let's go with like another row of houses. I think like right about there. We'll put another house there. And we'll fill in a couple more of these. I want to make sure everything's, it's going to be kind of close by because of all the, all the well and everything is over here. So we have to keep this close by. Rich harvest this year. Okay, good. We will. Oh. Tlaloc is offended by our lack of faith. Tlaloc. No, I thought we had something special here, buddy. Oh, I got the wrong one, didn't I? Zipototec. Whoops. Tlaloc, I meant to build it to you. It's all about the thought, buddy. Come on now. Awful symmetry, average symmetry. Can you give me something like a little better? Needs to be in a neighborhood. Can I put it like... Oh, no. I could terraform, I suppose, and put it in there. Awful symmetry. Well, average might have to be good enough. We'll just say, hey, God, I think this is good enough. I'm sure he'll be fine with it. Kind of we're encroaching on our Sawyer here. I was supposed to build more further this way, wasn't I? Sawyer that way, town that way. An invading army from Tlaxcala is heading our way. Tlaxcala is there. This is our rival over here. And we can send armies to them. We can go and conquer this guy. Let's do it. We got to end this video on a high note. So that will be our goal for the end of this video, is to go out, get myself... I can't send war canoes over there because there's no way of getting over there. I could go to Chalco with my war canoes. But we can go to this guy. We can walk over there. There's his army. Walk to this guy. By the way, look. The map. It is... Look. It's Mexico. Tenochtitlan was built on a lake, It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there you go. There is Mexico. So we got them coming at us. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a stockade tower. I think they're going to come from this way. I'm going to put it this like right. I'll put it like right there. So the town will be happy about having it there. And once we get diversion education done, which is getting worked on. Diversion not done yet. Need someone working there. Then we'll be good. The gardener wants some irrigation, huh? Well, I mean, I could do like, I don't know if I can get a canal in there. So, this is one of those things like, we will definitely be having to work on it. You need a lot of farming and, wrong button. You really need to get some canals rolling in here to make sure we got like fertile lands and stuff. And we can try to do something like, I kind of cut through what I was wanting to do, but we can something like that, just to bring some water in. Sort of canal this place up, and then the gardens around there, just to make it look like something. So they'll be here in 1 month from the north. Okay. And they have arrived. So they're hanging out somewhere around here. And so we're going to go ahead and call our army in to fight these guys off. So let's assemble the troops. Pop them right there. We should be good with just what we got, these 6 guys here. And they will deploy. And there they go. Okay, they're not happy. They're mad. They're very angry about things. But that's okay. Their anger from a lack of a varied diet. I hope that's going to feed into their fury, and they will slaughter these guys as they come walking in through the trees, which you can't really see them because they're walking in the trees. But they're out there somewhere. Somewhere. Actually, some raiders of our assault on our city have been captured by our troops to serve as slaves or sacrifices. Excellent. Yeah. If my temple, my pyramid there doesn't have blood all over it, I will not be a happy Aztec. I lost a vagrant in the battle. Good. Okay, get back. Go disband the troops. Get back to home and do whatever you need to do, as we will head forward here. And we are getting finally some maize getting grown over here. Slowly but surely, it's coming in. Since it is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and set up a fruit tree farm right over. Yeah, it is much better over here, isn't it? 2 fruit trees, 2 fruit per year versus 1. Yeah, this is better. Fruit and maize per year? Oh, it's like doing a little bit of both, isn't it? Oh, hey. Oh. That's probably... Yeah, it's just doing that. That's fine. Look at that. I'm going to set up another farm. Farm is here. Like that. And we'll slowly expand that as we need to. I probably have a few too many farms for the start here. Oh yeah, he's flooding my... Are you flooding my home? Stop that. Oh yeah, it's all flooded. Well, you knock that off. Oh, my canal's looking good though. Yeah, that jerk god is flooding everything. Let me get a road. I can never remember where things are. It was kind of spread out strangely. I'm looking for a... There we go, bridge. We want it to go like... Is that where we want it? Road... Not there. Not there. They're coming back again. You knock it off. Stop coming at me. Like, that's where we want it. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to rally the troops. You can go back as well. And how are we looking? Oh, we're broke. But we made $27 this year. we're very broke. But good news is they're coming at me. We got a new stockade coming in. We can go ahead and get our war boats, war canoes in, just for the fun of it. Built over here. Well, we'll just fight these guys off. We've entered debts. Yeah, we always enter debts. That's okay. So when they come in, we're gonna fight these guys off, and we'll take them down. As we just sort of wait people to come in. But they are... Where are they coming in? From where? Oh, they gotta go up and around, huh? Yeah, I see it. So they don't need a ton of fish, but they're getting me some fish. I think we can sell... I think we can export some stuff to Tenochtitlan also. Maybe some... We can export some stone. I think we just did. Export some wood. Okay, the army is here. Gods are happy. They have arrived. Where are they at? They're up from the north, right? Yeah. Too bad I built where all these trees, you can't actually see them. But let me get my invading army. Rally my troops, and we're gonna stand up here on the road so we can actually see them there. And confirm that task. Do you have anybody that can rally? That's fine. Just come stand over here. Take these guys down as they come on in. We're only 50 bucks in debt. Because we're building a bunch of stuff, but we are importing a lot of stuff. We're sort of just importing stuff from Tenochtitlan. Things that we need are coming from Tenochtitlan as we need it. There we go. So they're chucking some spears in. There you go. That guy is down. There's a bunch of them this time. But we got him. It's hard to see what's going on here. But we lost a trader and a couple spearmen in that battle. Somebody was walking down the road and got hit. But you guys are good to go now. Okay, captives obtained will serve as slaves or sacrifices. We do have a slave over here. And I'll show you some of these windows. Also, they haven't shown yet. So if you want numbers, lots and lots of numbers are in here. We've got 2 nobles in town. We got 58 commoners, and they're paying me a little bit of cash. I'm not sure what's the song there. We're spending a lot of money on military. That's where most of our money's going. And we can put less money into this. Like, so if we want to, adjust some of our spending, we can do that. We may need to at some point. There's all the houses and cottages that you'd eventually get. We'd have large estates, grand palaces. There's my ledger. All the stock that I've got, which we did sell a bunch of stone. So I'm eager to see what it looks like at the end of this year. Interesting. There's all the services that we've got. I didn't ever build my herbalist yet, so we can do steam baths. We can do houses of healing. There's tons of stuff we can get into here. And this game's been in development for a long time. It's been in early access for a long time. It's finally hitting 1.0 here, though. Here, April 2nd. And... oh, hey, look, Tlaloc and Zipatotek are impressed. Well, I'm impressed with you guys. Our morale in the garrison is poor. Stockade is happy. And then there's our city aspects, which we don't have any prosperity yet. We gotta work our way on getting some money, and then we'll be better about that. So everything else is going good, though. The mood, people are happy to be here. The gods are happy about me being here. My bank account is not as happy, though. But, also the cool thing, when you build these canals, they get trees along the side. It looks really cool when it gets built. Especially when you set up, like, I didn't do it right here because I've got the river going through it. When you build a farm and you get those canals running through it, it does look pretty neat. And you get some pretty giant towns as things get going. Looks like this guy's actually good to upgrade, huh? Did you upgrade your common home? What did I build? I built a common home, right? There's the noble compounds we can make. There's the royal palace right there. We can put some residential gates just for some fanciness. If somebody wants a we can put it like in the middle, like the proper Roman arch there. And of course we could do aqueducts. Speaking of Romans, cisterns. Water, of course, is a big deal around here. But I'm making money. It's $700. $700 in exports this year. Great. We're in the positive. We should end on high notes. 4 slaves, $40 in the bank account. Sounds like a deal. The gardener is a little cranky. You can get over it, gardener. There's the dude drumming. Making these people happy about being here. And I knew this one needs pottery to develop. Oh, pottery. Yeah, I gotta get... Okay, that'd be our next step, was be getting all of that set up. So we can go in into industry, get ourselves a clay pit, and start yanking some clay out of the ground. And then get some pottery set up. Which would be a potter. Kiln, there it is. And we can do something like that. Connect it all up there, and we'll have to go and make sure we get a porter here, because this is where a porter is going to be important, because it's a little ways away. Never find this stuff. There it is. Porter yard will go like right there. Disease is rampant. Yeah. Here, I know I should have ended this like 5 minutes ago when things were good. So we want this guy to bring in both pottery and clay. So this actually will get clay, and then this will take the pottery, and it'll do whatever it needs to do with pottery. It'll just like, yeah, bounce, get, and distribute the pottery. Pottery, we could set it up as we send it over here or over to the market, so that people can have pottery to give to their houses, you know. But that should work. And then once we have pottery in the town, then the houses will start growing and start expanding, and we'll have bigger places. And the town should grow. It takes a little cash to do that. But we're getting there. Oh, I forgot. A high note. We got to end this video on a high note. So let's go. Tlaxcala. I hate you. I shall conquer you. I'm sending both my soldiers over there, and you shall be my vassal, is what's going to happen. Go get him. Okay, we can send spies once we get to that point, but we are going to just grab our spears, grab our feathered caps, and march our way east as we go settle this little issue we have with these jerks to the east. Forces have departed to lay siege on Tlaxcala. I don't know if we actually win this fight or not, but we're gonna go try. And how are we looking there? Shrine is looking... there's a scanty pulk laying around. Yeah, we probably should buy some of that stuff. You are bringing in clay. Pottery should be getting made here as soon as the kilns get made. Ooh, crop yield 50%. That's a good harvest. As soon as we get some people in town here. We're spending some money on stuff. But there is Tlatoani. They are on their march against me. At the same time I'm marching against you. That's me. That's my army right there. And their army is back at home. Okay. So they're going to hit me when I have no army at home. This will go well. I need to have a word with the gods. Might be a time for that. Anyway, we should get some... Yeah, I understand. We should get some... We'll be there in one month. Yeah, 1 month. We should be getting some pottery here in a second. Our forces were victorious in their siege in Tlaxcala. Tlaxcala. There now, our vassals will be expected to pay us tribute. We took 2 captives. Excellent. That's how we get out of debt. We go to war. Now, it's not going to go well because they're going to come in here stomping around, and I don't have anything really to defend my place with. So it's going to end poorly. But, you know, yeah, you got to take what you can get. Anyway, this is Tlatoani. 1.0 is here, April 2nd. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again to Perspective Games, Bellwood Studios, and Paradox Arc for sponsoring today. The link is in the description. Takes you to the Steam page. And, yeah, we got rampant disease. Yeah, I understand. I never built the herbalist. These gardens bring in herbs, which the gardener should kind of take care of. And then the herbalist will take those herbs and make medicine for my people, which I haven't messed with. Invading Mexica army from Tlaxcala has arrived. And I think they're probably just going to run rampant in here because I don't have anybody to defend myself. Yeah, there ain't nobody here. So they're going to come in here and they're just going to kind of slaughter us because I am away. Oh, they just left. Well, that's a high note. Another high note. My people are still on their way back. And Tlaxcala now is mine, so we can go and we are trading with them now. So before we weren't trading, but now we are. So now we can get maize, fruit, and cloth over to them, which we will get fruit eventually. Cloth we can certainly do. And we can bring in timber, stone, or obsidian if we need to from these guys. But now they I guess they're going to send me in some cash. every once in a while. Here's my forces. Where's my my thing here? Can we see how much income? Not sure how much we're making from them. And the capital's going to start demanding things as well. They'll start demanding tributes and stuff from us eventually, but not yet. Anyway, this is Tlatoani. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.